All right, y'all, man. This is me. I'm out here in the woods in a safe place. This is the voice. You don't need to see my face. You don't need to know who I am. That don't really matter. Because if we don't get rid of this self-promotion of look at me, who I am stuff, how we gonna follow wholesome words, wholesome teachings of Christ? Too much of us and our titles in the way. They just stand in the way day and night. So this is where I am. Last time you saw me, I was on the corner on Las Vegas Boulevard in Oakland with a sign that said, "You are loved." And it was a battle, and it was a fight, even for my life. Nevertheless, the word of God stands sure. The principles of God work regardless of any man. That's why when we go to our graves, it don't even matter what happened here or what happened there. The only things that matter is that we left a legacy of principles to our children. I want to speak today to the church, which I never try to do. I try to avoid speaking to the church, but it is on me, and I'm going to speak about the effectiveness and impact that the church could have on African Americans, especially in the hoods. Black Lives Matter came up, and we just think, oh, it's just something that Black Lives Matter. No. Back up. God is saying those body bags that's falling in the streets, they mean something to me. And because God is saying and highlighting it, some of y'all conservative Christians don't believe that God is highlighting that. I know that. You think that a lot of black Christians basically are democratic and that we just lost. And of course, we need your helping hand. Let me say this to the conservative Christians, my brother. Man, don't you know that there is oppression in this land? Don't you know that inflation and prices and skyrocketing and property managers and homeowners and people that own complexes and all that there is some ruthless stuff going on in the area of high pricing, from food to clothing to the cost of living. It's called oppression. It becomes oppression when people can't afford the prices that are in the markets right now. You look down on the black brothers because we, the ignorant ones, you think that all we think about is Jesus and a handout. But let me say this, the truth of the matter is capitalism in the hands of sinners, trade, or whatever, is probably done with no mercy. No mercy, meaning they can care less what the hell you're going through. I'm gonna charge you, I paid one time $40 for some vitamin C doing COVID-19. And I was getting robbed, straight up. Not a shot fired from most conservative white churches about capitalism. I'm just bringing it home. Not one shot fired. Don't you know greed and usury and taking advantage was in the Old Testament? That's why Israel, you call Israel, went into bondage. Why did they go into bondage? Because of oppression, because they were using their brother. They were putting them in debt. All that stuff is going on. That's on the conservative side. When they send in their people to lobby for big business. Not a shot fired on greed, usury, taking advantage, and oppression. And I want to know why. When Jesus said, through the Good Samaritan, when you find somebody that's down without a reputation, the least one, here he is on the ground. Take him to the hospital. Pay the bill yourself. And if there be anything else that they need, pay it again. I will pay, come and pay it again. He used that scenario to show us that consider the least one, the weakest link that is among you, and strengthen them. Not them bootstrap it up by paying so-called tithes and offerings. And if we look at the scriptures on them, we know that was for the priests and the widow.